Okay, I'm getting so annoyed and frustrated because we haven't had internet for 4 days. So the last 2 videos that I put up, by now they're already published on the online if you're watching this one. But I made those videos like multiple days before I was able to publish them. The internet has been out for like 5 days. Our neighbors don't have internet, we don't have internet, and it's just driving me crazy because I can't like check my Instagram or my email or my comments. I can't put a video up. And also I can't do my homeschool because I need internet to see what classes I have to do, and a lot of my work's online. So we might like go to a friend's house maybe somewhere or somewhere and try to get some internet because I really need to publish a video. Usually I don't end up with 3 videos without putting the video that I made 3 days ago up, but that's what's happening right now. It's one of the fun things of living in the jungle is sometimes when the internet goes out or the electricity, sometimes it won't come back for like 4 or 5 days. Usually they are able to fix it in like 1 day, but sometimes if it's like bad, like if it gets maybe struck by lightning or there's a lot of rain, it can take them a couple of days to fix it. We keep calling the internet people and they're like, ah, we're fixing it, it'll be ready tomorrow, and that's what they said like 3 days ago. Okay, so I've seen a lot of survivalists and people who go backpacking or just survivalists on YouTube. They make something called char cloth, and basically it's when you put a container in a fire that's closed with a hole in it and with like some old cloth inside, and it turns to this black material which is really flammable and easy for starting fires. But I can't have a big fire on our property right now because our neighbors won't like it because it'll make lots of smoke. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to use a candle to make it. So if you want to test it out, so I'm gonna see if this works, and if it does work, then if you want to test out making some char cloth, but you're not allowed to have a big fire maybe, or you don't have a space to do it, you might be able to just do it with a candle. What I did is I shoved a candle into the ground right there. I put 2 pieces of wood, and then I put an old Altoids tin. That's a hole at the top, and inside of there is just a little piece of old fabric. That's how I'm doing it, because I can't have a big fire, so this might work, because all you really need is a flame to heat up the tin, and then once you see like some smoke coming out of the top or maybe a little flame, then I'll know it's probably ready. Watch out, little ant. You hear that really loud weed whacker in the background? Okay, so we hired a guy to come and chop our yard with a weed whacker. So what we used to do is hire a guy with a machete, but it's kind of like if you hire a guy with a machete, you don't have to pay him as much, but it takes longer. But if you pay a guy with a weed whacker, you have to pay him a little bit more, but he does it a lot quicker. So you end up paying the same price for a guy doing it with a machete or a guy with a weed whacker, because the guy with the weed whacker will do it in less hours. Since it started raining a lot, like at nighttime, everyone's properties, all the grass and trees and palm trees, they all just start growing like crazy. So you end up having to chop your grass a lot sooner than in the dry season. In the dry season, we went like a couple of months without cutting our grass. But now that it's the rainy season, you have to cut it every couple of weeks or else it'll end up being like a couple feet tall. It's crazy. This G7X zooms extremely slowly when you're recording. When you're not recording, the zoom is in and out is a lot quicker, but when you're recording, it's a little bit slower. So we're gonna head down to Shaka Surf Camp, and we're gonna borrow their internet. I'm trying to make char cloth using a candle and a little Altoids tin. Okay, I know the Altoids tin will work, but using a candle does not work. I left it there for like half an hour, and it did not work at all. So don't waste your time, don't try it. It might work with maybe a bigger candle, or it needs a little bit of a bigger flame with some more heat, but using the little candle did not work. So maybe one of these other days I'll do some testing making some char cloth using a normal fire that's a little bit larger, that has more heat. Came down to Shaka and I was able to upload my video, which by the time you're watching this video has already been uploaded. Our internet is still out. It's been like 4, maybe 5 days now. We still don't have internet. It's insane. Well, that's it for today, guys. We spent most of our day, it wasn't that interesting, we spent most of our day at Shaka just like catching up on the internet, because when you're not online and you're off the web for a while you get left behind on like your emails and comments on stuff. So we were just catching up on that most of the day. But I do have a quote for you guys. This quote is, "Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken." So what this quote means to me is that there's no point in trying to copy other people or be the same as someone else, because there's a reason that all of us, we all look different, we all have our own opinion on different things, we all act different, we all have our different attitude. There's a reason why we aren't just all like clones that look exactly the same. So don't try to copy other people. Totally good getting inspired from them, or you want to be like them, or maybe successful, or just something about them. But I don't think it's a good idea trying to be like exactly the same as someone. So that's it for today. Make sure to check out my last video right over there. Went to the dentist to see if I'm gonna need to get braces. Well, if you want to find out if I'm gonna need them, just go watch the video. You may have already have, but if you haven't, make sure to check it out. Went on a cruise, I went body surfing, actually grew out of my fins. But yeah, see you guys tomorrow in the morning.